This presentation will cover the topic of being sun smart, avoiding sunburn while still enjoying summer. A sunburn is an issue that many people deal with, and we need to be aware of the health effects that too much sun exposure can have on us, short term and long term. And the short presentation will cover the basics of that. Now, what is sunburn? You can see this little fellow is frying an egg on himself, so he's received so much sun. But that's an important thing. I don't think many people consider why you are getting red when you are getting exposed to sun. So, in short, it's your skin gets inflamed due to exposure to the UV rays from the sun. UV being the high frequency spectrum, higher than visible light, and it causes that red and painful skin. It's inflammation. It's a response that the body has due to the exposure of the UV rays. This redness also usually appears within hours after exposure to too much sun, and signs and symptoms typically include changes in your skin tone, tender and painful skin, and also swelling. Severe cases can result in blistering of the skin, and that's important to keep in mind, because blistering may also, constant blistering, I think, is correlated with long-term skin damage as well. So blistering too often. Now, what are the potential long-term effects of sunburn? And things like skin damage, like dark spots, wrinkles, dry skin. That's a common result of too much sun exposure. But it also raises the risk of skin cancers such as melanoma. And that's important. People get skin cancer because they aren't sun smart, or at least that's a contributing factor. And then we should all ask the question, how do we avoid sunburn? And obviously, like this man here, we can stay inside and stay out of sun completely, but is that really practical? Do we want to live like hermits outside and inside our homes and never enjoy the outdoors? I would say no, that's not practical. We can avoid sunburn by limiting our exposure to reasonable amounts of sunlight. We can apply sunscreen or wear a hat or something that covers our neck when we are outside doing something to avoid the severe sunburn or sun exposure. Here are some pictures of my suggestions. And another question, does sunlight have any benefits? Because now we've looked at all the harmful effects of sunburn, but some sunlight does have benefits. Yes, sunlight is important for vitamin D production. This may also be subjective, but being in the outside in the sun does tend to have positive effects on people's mood. This may not be true for everybody, but it is definitely true for me. My references are mainly used the Mayo Clinic, NHS's topic on vitamin D, and my clipart images are from clipartlibrary.com.